Hi, Jeffrey Howard here from Visionary Business University, mastermindmentor.com, particularly from our coaching division right now. I'm coming to you. And I would like to have just a quick chat with you to kind of clarify what I set up in the email that you probably received to get you to this video. Now, just so you know, it was by no means my intention to create an energy of exclusion with that email. But it's important to understand that because of what we're offering here, that there are only going to be a handful of people who actually really qualify for that. So when I say this probably doesn't apply to you or this is probably not for you, statistically that's actually true because this is going out to thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and I will literally be talking to about 10 and probably working with about 2. So there's definitely some very it's not for you kind of qualifications that I'd like to go over really quickly first, and then I'll talk about who really would be a good candidate for this program. So from time to time, I have openings in my private practice, in my private coaching, private consulting practice, where I work with clients one-on-one on the project that they're in, whether that's a product launch, whether that's an event launch, or whether that's really just taking the business that they've already created and accelerating it to a whole new level. So this happens to be one of those times, and I have actually 2 openings that I know of for sure right now. And so it's a particular kind of client that I work with, and just as if I were coaching you about the clients you should work with, you should be very specific about the kind of people that you work with, and you want to always have a good fit and a good match, and that's what I want to create here for you and for me. So here's just to kind of help the people out who are potentially not a candidate for this program. And just, in the interest of time management and respect for your time, you're probably not a candidate for this program if you're just kind of shopping around for coaching right now. You're probably not a candidate for this program if you are working at a job and you're thinking about maybe stepping out into a business, but you're not quite sure what that is, or you're not really sure that you're committed to that. You wouldn't be a candidate. If you have your own business or you want to start a business but you really don't have a budget to work with to kick off a project, like a launch project or to really get the consulting that you need to make this work, then you're not a candidate for this. I mean, I'm very good at what I do and I produce results with what I do and I get paid well to do what I do. So I'm not a cheap coach. I'm not the highest end coach, but if you don't have a budget to work with, then we do have coaches that you might want to work with that might be a better fit for you in our coaching academy, coaching academy graduates. But that's another conversation that we'll have later. So if you're kind of just thinking about maybe dipping your toe in the water on something and you're not fully committed, you probably hear a recurring theme. If you're not really committed to what you're doing, then you're probably not a good candidate for this. So with that said, then you're certainly welcome to listen to the rest of the video and stick around. And obviously we welcome you always to be part of our community, and we're going to be providing a lot of great trainings and all kinds of things along the way, group programs and different things that you probably will really enjoy. But for this particular situation, that's probably not you if you fall into one of those categories I've mentioned. Now let's talk about who is potentially a candidate for this. Now I typically work with coaches, authors, speakers, consultants, information product providers, and people who have, almost exclusively, I work with people who have a component of coaching in their business, or they should have a component of coaching in their business if they don't. And I help those people to get very, very clear on their message, to deliver the brand that encompasses that message. In other words, how are you packaged? What is the message that you're delivering to your audience, and who are you talking to? And then what do you want them to do once you have that conversation? My team and I are very good at the technology piece, creating the website presence, the branding, the design for all those components, and also the integration of all the social media components and other online and offline marketing pieces. So there's a big component to marketing and how we help you to market what you do better and be really clear about that because you're talking to the right people. So you would be a candidate if you fall into that category. If you have a vision and you have not yet executed on that, but you just know it's just burning up inside of you that it's time for you to step up and do that, you would potentially be a candidate. More likely, you've already started that in some way, and maybe you've gotten cloudy or confused about all the different choices that you have in terms of technology. Maybe you're stuck on the website or social media piece. Maybe you're just not really clear on your message and you just need some clarity and polish around that, and you need someone to help package you and your products and services for the highest possible revenue generation. You would be a great candidate for our program if you're that. To be a candidate, you have to have a budget to work with. Again, you would appreciate the value of professional services and of having somebody work with you who's been down that path before and has actually seen success down that path before and knows how to make that happen. So you need to have a budget to work with, and we can talk about the details of that. There'd be a couple of different options we could go with. Really, I think what I really want to emphasize to you is that the thing that will drive you the most here is the passion, the vision, the definiteness of purpose, that sense that you know it's your time to step up and be who you know you were put here to be. And that is the key component. So whether you're already there, started down that path, or whether you just know it's like a burning desire for you, that you know that's the next step, then you would absolutely be a good candidate for this program. So this is my Visionary Business Strategy Coaching, and it's designed to really accelerate the process for you. I've worked with a lot of different people on a lot of different types of projects, and you can read about some of those below, some pretty significant projects that have taken place here over the last couple of years. And I'd love to be able to work with you. And this is a great way for me to reach out and just kind of see who, I don't know everybody personally in the 15 to 20,000 people in my community, and I would love to know you better. If this is you, I would love to know more about you. So the way to do this, the way to get engaged with the process, and please keep in mind, again, I'm going to talk to about 10 people. I'm going to work with 2. Probably, guessing on response rates that we typically get, we're going to get dozens, perhaps even hundreds of people apply for this program. So please be patient and bear with us as we kind of sift through everything. But if you feel like this resonates for you, if you feel like based on what you know about me already or what you're hearing in this video that you think we would be a good fit in working together, then all you have to do is just click on the button below. It says, yes, let me in. And that's going to automatically just take you over to a page where you can fill out an application. That application has 10 questions on it. And I would just encourage you to answer those questions as honestly as possible, and also in as much detail as you care to go into, because we will be placing a priority on this. This is not a first come, first serve thing. It's going to be, we're going to look over these applications and we're going to say, okay, this person and this person and this person are good candidates. And then we're going to contact you directly, and we're going to start to schedule the time to have an exploratory conversation. I will spend an hour with you personally, one-on-one, on my conference line, and we will discuss your project, we'll discuss where you are, we'll discuss where you want to be, and I will give you ideas for things that you can do. And I guarantee you this, that even if we don't end up working together, you will walk away from that session with a lot more clarity around your vision and with some new ideas on how to generate more revenue, how to package your products differently or better, and possibly how to deliver a clearer message on your website. It just really depends on a lot of things, but I guarantee you will walk away with some great value there. And typically a one-off session like this, just so you know, I charge $750 just for a single session for an hour. So we will do that with you for free, basically complimentary, because I need to know also that you're a good fit, and you want to know that we're a good fit also. Surely you do. I mean, the way we're going to have success in your project is for us to work in a synergy, basically as a partnership to really make this work. So all you have to do, again, click on the yes, let me in button below, and you'll be taken over to the questionnaire. Fill out the questions thoroughly, in detail, and get those back to us as soon as possible. We will contact everyone who applies for this program. If you're not a candidate for it, if we don't feel you're a candidate for it, that doesn't mean anything. That's not a reflection on you as a person in any way, shape, or form. We're just very specific about the kind of things we like to work on. So we will contact you, possibly even make some recommendations for you along the way. But again, please be patient, because we're likely to get a ton of responses to this. So that's all I have for right now. I really look forward to seeing you on the other side, and hopefully to having a conversation with you. Please feel free to leave your comments below, by the way. There's a comments section, and let us know your thoughts on this. Or if you have any questions about whether you should apply or not, I'd be happy to help you answer those on in the comment section below. So that's all I have for now, and I will look forward to connecting with you on the other side, and hopefully to having a conversation with you real soon. Take care. I'll talk to you again soon.